Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Mikey wakes with a smile each day, with Suzanne by his side. You say, you're the light in the heart that stays. He's that love that never fades. Two feline friends, one named Pie, with deja vu, they never say goodbye. Gather around and feel alive. Oh, Mikey loves his sweet Suzanne. Every day makes him a better man. He's living free with moon pie and deja too. Mikey loves and his love is true. In the evening glow they sit close, with the purring cats life heartily grows. Cherish moments under starry skies. Mikey knows pure love never lies. With Suzanne, moon pie and deja vu, each day begins anew. Dreams chase through. Oh, Mikey loves his sweet Suzanne. Every day makes him a better man. He's living free with moon pie and deja too. Mikey loves and his love is true. In this world they carve their own way, holding tight, come what may. Together they dance, hearts so light, love echoes in the night. Oh, Mikey loves his sweet Suzanne. Every day makes him a better man. He's living free with moon pie and deja too. Mikey loves and his love is true.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to another one-on-one. Though I had to switch up the time today because I did get invited on the stream later tonight, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it. And this time just worked the best for me. There with you, we're doing a one-on-one with Mikey Sus 4. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Gorilla, and thank you. I feel honored and blessed that you allowed me to do this one-on-one with you today.
Yeah. Not a problem there. And Jim says, hello. Welcome, Jim's Landscaping LLC, #1 Commodore Productions.
Hey,
Like
Jim.
people saying hi. And welcome to the Trusty Ape. It's been a while. Welcome. He says, good morning, gents.
Yeah, hello, brother Kevin. Good to see you.
And
Yeah,
he
thank
likes
you.
the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
Susan has a
Resolute.
copy too.
Yeah, hey, Jerm, how's it going? He's telling us hello.
Hey, Resolute.
And he's saying hello to everybody, Kevin, Jerm, and Jim.
Yep.
And welcome, Alternative World Sorcerer Dan.
Yeah, hello there, Dan. Or should I say Sif Dan? I guess that's really his name, but
I don't know. You
well,
know,
he's
it's
got
like
two channels. Yeah, he's got two channels up.
Alternative World Sorcerer Dan is a mouthful, there, but calling him Sit Dan would be dead naming him.
Oh yeah, well, it happens.
Yeah. So start off with there. So you're originally a freaking Californian there. You're from the San Francisco Bay Area, right?
Well, yeah, San Francisco, but yes.
Yeah. Then he turned into an Arizonan. There, then after 50 years, he said, "Screw it, you're gonna move to Canada, become a trader, and become a Canadian."
Oh, you mean a trader to America? Oh, come on.
I'm kidding, Mike. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Come on now.
Oh yeah, you're the trans that identifies as a plant.
Well, actually, now trans identifies as a maple leaf that has the pure maple syrup.
Yeah.
So, Are we having a hangover? Dan's asking from last night. No, not really.
Yeah,
I was able to watch it from my memory
yeah.
after
Tre-
about an hour or so.
the Trust Ape says, I was wondering, hey, now I got most of my yelling and rage out of me last night, especially when I went off on that gay Sharon.
Oh God, yeah, the Chevron thing. That's when they said that let that be your last, let this be your last battlefield. That's what they literally meant. They put the two of them back on the planet and they were chasing each other and fighting and, sparking each other off. And oh man,
Yeah,
it was just weird just to see that whole thing last night.
yeah. So, is there a reason you guys picked the Toronto area to settle down in? Like, personally, I
Well,
would
yeah,
prefer a small town.
I understand. Actually, it goes all the way back to Suzanne, really, because she was born Canadian in Newfoundland and the Labrador area. She's from St. John's, Newfoundland, originally, and she went through more relationships than I did when I was down in the States, and somehow was able to arrive here in Toronto. She's been here since 1999, so she's actually been here longer than I have. I've only been here now for 7 years. It'll be 8 years this coming September. So,
Okay, because me personally, I would not live in a big city.
well, we're
I
not
prefer my
necessarily.
small towns.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Well, we're actually in the suburbs, so it's not. I mean, we're right near Lake Ontario, literally. Like I
Yeah.
could just jump out. I could just jump out this building and, well, not literally. I'm not condoning violence or death, but I'm just saying I could just like walk right out and I'd be right there at the Scarborough Bluffs, which is which is literally like going right down into Lake Ontario. So yeah, we're not
So
very far. Yeah, we have a
no,
garden nearby a little
no, but I
bit.
think that to me is too close to a city. I
Well,
want,
yeah, we're not that close though. I mean,
yeah.
it still takes us a half hour, to 45 minutes if we take like regular transportation just to get to the heart of downtown itself. So
Well,
technically, the suburb is like being outside of the city. So,
me, if I'm close enough to smell the burning rubber from the riots, it's too close to the city for me.
okay. Yeah, well, luckily we didn't have too many problems when they had the trucker thing that came through. They were right in downtown near the what they call the Parliament building. I guess that's like the main heart. That's where they
I
usually
thought
do
they were in Ottawa.
traffic. What's that?
I thought they were in Ottawa. That was
They
that was
were
mostly
they were in Toronto too, so they had some there.
yeah,
It was the main deal though, yeah, because it's the capital.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Congratulations on surviving Section 31.
Yeah, thanks, Jern.
And let's see. Resolute Dream says, "Hope you're still charged up from being plugged into that treatment." Jackie, joking, of course.
Oh boy.
Gorilla won't live in the city after what happened to his Uncle King Kong.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, with little
and,
biplanes. Hey.
and welcome, Travel with Lisa MH. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, welcome, Lisa.
Yeah, I am in 3 check chats simultaneously, triple split screen. Holy crap!
Well, she is a robot. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, she's multitasker. Yeah.
but
Good to see you,
LDG,
Melanie.
but LDG has you beat because he claims he can focus on 6 live streams at one time. 2 I can
Really?
believe. 2 of them I can believe. I've seen people do that, but
Yeah.
you got 6. Yeah, you can't concentrate on that.
I don't think so. Maybe, three is a lot. Maybe four at the most, but I don't think you can do more than four. Because I've had
Yeah.
four open before and somehow been able to do it. So,
Are
you
they
know,
like are they like watch parties and not always talking?
summer watch parties, it's really weird because, like, at one time, I can have four windows open. One of them has music going. One can be a watch party. One could be a chat, just talking to somebody in a chat. And the other one, I could be watching a movie, one of the free movies that's available on YouTube. So I can have
Yeah.
four windows open at once. Yeah,
Yeah.
not a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so you mentioned your second channel. Your first one, the first one there got struck into oblivion. I think you said.
Yeah, the
That,
Warlord Fade. Yeah, the Warlord Fade channel. Actually, I signed off on that on the last day of December, 2014. That was on the 31st, and I left it alone because after Suzanne came down to visit me in 2016. Well, before that, I went to visit her twice up here in Canada in 2015, and we went to Niagara Falls in June of 2015 to get secretly married, and then we came back. I came back in September to celebrate my 50th birthday with her, and then the following year, in April 2016, that's when she was finally able to come down, and she got through all the paperwork back then, and then I was able to say, "Okay, let's go get married." So we went to a courthouse, and both my parents are, church ministers. And so is Suzanne. So we went to the local courthouse. We got married by a judge named with the name of Macbeth. She quoted us verbatim a Shakespearean love soliloquy. And then we got married. And then my parents were witnesses for two other weddings that day, including a big, huge family wedding in the courthouse, and then we came home, and that was it. We stayed there for about a year, and then around August of 2017, I just decided I was ready to move here to Canada because it was actually my youngest sister. Because, I have a brother and two sisters, and my youngest sister, Liz, actually suggested we should move here. And I said, okay. So that's what we did. I closed all my accounts, got everything taken care of, didn't owe money to anybody. And we moved. And then by September of 2017, that's when we first arrived here at the apartment that you usually see me, behind me when I do some live streams and stuff. So yeah, so
yeah.
I mean, I've been here since then. We moved here officially September 8th, 2017. So when I reach that date this year, it'll be officially 8 years I've been a Canadian citizen, technically. So
All right. But
that's the story. Yeah.
what made you want to start being on YouTube?
Wow. Wow. Yes, I know you asked Larry and Jim about that. Uh, you know, um, what really got me interested in YouTube was uh back in 2006 with the first channel Warlord Fade, because that's how long I've been on. I've been on since June of 2006. So when I reached June this year, 19 years that I've been a member of YouTube. Um, I guess back then I was kind of bored and I wanted to check out this new thing that they had, that they had YouTube was coming out there, and I said, I wonder what I could do with it. So I just kind of like got on and created my own account. And I used it first, I used it at a library, which was, if you check out the Warlord Fade connection I had to this channel, they have my very first video I ever put out, which is on it's in a place called Palomino Library, which is located in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's actually a part of a high school that my nephew and my nieces both went to in the area. Because I was blessed to at least grow up with them before I moved here to Canada. So, but anyway, so yeah, I've been a member. I just got bored one day and said, "Hey, I want to try it out," and I went and to the local library and you know, in one day I got my whole account put on and everything was there. And then, of course, when I got my old computer that my dad loaned to me, he said, "Here, you can have this," because he wasn't using it. So I started building my Warlord Fade channel. And like I said, I was on that for 8 years until the end of 2014. Then I took 2 years off because I wanted to, uh, you know, increase my relationship with Suzanne because we did meet online back in March 1st of 2010. So when we reach that date this year, that'll be 15 years we've been a couple, including being time online that we spent. And so when I go, um, so basically when I've been my whole life, most of my life has been on computer You know, some of my life, not all my life, but most of my life. I just love it. I love going there. I love talking to people. I'm a very genial person. You'll find that out. Well, you already did, but I mean, yeah, I can stand up to the best of them. If they give me a hard time, I give them a hard time. If they're nice to me, I'd be nice to them. That's how it works. And there are a lot of crazy channels out there right now. I mean, Gorilla, you and me and a few others have really decent channels, which is great. But all the rest of them seem like they're all just, bidding for the next subscriber, or they're going to extremes to make their channel succeed. I don't need that. I'm retired. I'm happily retired from working ever again, and I have been for a while. And yeah, I had to get away from the rat race. One of the reasons, because my dad, when he had a heart attack at the age of 60, which is what I'm approaching this year, I'm going to turn 60 this year in September. And when I saw him, I said, "Look, Dad, I'm not going to end up like you." So I said, "Well, wherever I end up in the next few years, and that was 20 years ago when I said that to him. I said, wherever I end up, I'm going to be, I'm going to decide to walk away from the rat race on my own terms, and then go do what I want to do. And this is what I'm doing. I'm enjoying life. I've got, the best partner I've ever had. I mean, I was married and divorced twice. She was married and divorced 4 times. So we don't we have a big track record for failed marriages. But anyway, we were able to, we were blessed to be able to find one another. We've got 2 cats we really care about, and we just try to enjoy life the best we can. That's really what it's about. So,
Yeah. All right. What was your favorite video that you produced out of all of your streams and stuff that you put together?
oh wow, my favorite. That's hard to say because back when like I said, when I was doing Warlord Fade, I always liked my favorites have always been the karaoke videos I've posted because I started singing as a singer and a songwriter very late in my life. Um, I started in 1996, so I've been singing pretty much for the last 29. No, is it 29 or no? Yeah, it is. It's 29 years. So I mean, yeah, that's really what I love is anytime I come across uh one of my old karaoke videos, or if I'm listening to a really good song that I grew up with and that I actually got to sing along with people on, that's the song I'll listen to. And I've been blessed. I've sang with a few bands. I'm happy to say one of them was an early 70s band called Little River Band. I sang with them. I sang with a jazz band of a buddy, a friend of mine. He's no longer with us, so rest in peace. Um, but I was also able to sing with a live band down in Scottsdale. We were called the Jamioki Band, and I got to play drums. I got to play percussion. I got to sing backup for so many people. And one of the places we went to visit when we were a band was called the Venue. It's one of Scottsdale, Arizona's biggest places. It's like an oversized auditorium. It's very cool though, and we
Yeah.
got to perform live on stage. And yeah,
Uh,
so I've had some experiences with musicians. Larry will tell you we got to meet the Monkees. Well, at least 2 of them. Davy Jones.
uh,
Well, now he's gone, but we also
uh,
met Mickey Dolenz, and you know, and I met Sting, even though it was from a distance. I waved to him, and he said hello, and so I got to meet my favorite singer. I love Sting. Sting is my all-time favorite artist, and I've seen the Police twice. I've seen him, Sting, perform 8 times solo in different parts of the country. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
welcome Jay here. I'm gonna catch up on the chats and welcome
Oh, yeah,
Ronnie's
go
World.
for it.
But
Hey,
here's
Ronnie.
repair again video. Check,
Yeah.
make sure to check that out. And Ronnie's goes, "Hey, hello everyone, welcome Ronnie."
Hi, Ronnie.
And sit down here says, if if Gorilla's in the city, his thumb's on the machine guns and won't let go until it becomes a rural celibate. Exactly. Nuke it into oblivion.
Yeah, all right. Wait, you do know if we get into a early World War III scuffle, Toronto is a primary target. You do know that, right?
They'll go for New York, L.A.,
No, well, yeah, they'll
Ottawa,
go for the big ones. Yeah, Ottawa. They'll go for the big ones first, but Toronto is also a.
and plus
We have a.
they're gonna be heavily nuking Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, North Dakota, and
Yeah.
South Dakota.
So now,
They're gonna
have
be
you?
those are the primary targets because that's where
Yeah.
all our nukes are at.
Right. Now let me ask you a question, Gorilla. If you're in Minnesota and you know that all the bombing's starting and everything, all the missiles are in the sky, you see the contrails, you see all this stuff, where are you going to hide? Do you have a shelter?
Hey, we got a bug out bag and ready to go north to the woods.
Oh, okay. Do you have a cabin in the woods?
I know how to make
That's my
shelters.
favorite horror film, by the way, The Cabin in the Woods. You ever see it? It's great. It's
No,
funny as hell.
I know how to make shelters.
Okay. You're good at that. Awesome. Okay. So you could
No, no,
literally.
no, no, no. I said I know how to make them. I never said I was good at it.
Oh.
There's a difference. There is a difference. There's a difference between knowing how to do it and be good at doing it.
Do you have a basement in your house?
Yeah,
Do you? Oh, good. Okay. Well, you can hide out in the basement as
yeah,
long
but
as you have backup food and
it's not
shit.
gonna offer much protection.
No, but at least you do have some backup food and shit. So you just have to find one place to in the corner of your basement, just hide down there for a little while. You know.
We don't keep any food down there because it gets wet down there.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Let's
that's
see that.
that's a shame. Yeah.
Yeah. And Jay says, who did what and who and why wasn't I invited? You do not want to know the answers to that, then, there, Jay. Everybody just saying hello. And hey, Hakeem, he goes, hello there.
Hey,
You say hello to
Hakeem.
everybody.
Good to see you, Hakeem. And good to see you,
Hakeem was
brother
a rock
Ty.
star, rock star.
I was a rock star. You know that song by those guys? Crap! There goes my brain again. See, now I start with forgetting shit, and then of course I start remembering and
Yeah.
Nickelback.
And
That's it. So
travel with,
Rockstar by Nickelback. Yeah.
yeah. And travel with Lisa says, LOL, Gorilla. And Cynthia says, Gorilla, are you ready for the battle with Godzilla? Godzilla's a fucking pussy.
Oh yeah. By the way, Godzilla has fire. He breathes it out of his mouth. After that's gone, then you can just rip him a new one, right? Just tear him up.
I'll just kick him in the nuts.
If he has
Oh,
balls, come on, he's asexual. You wouldn't know where to kick him because he is a big lizard. Come on, after all.
yeah, welcome Boomer. He goes, damn, that gym is all over the place.
Yeah.
All
And Phantom
right,
Boomer, hello. Good to see you.
yeah, but hey, but I don't think we'll have to really worry about nuclear. See, everybody's is getting on Trump about. Well, he said he had the war ended by day one, which I knew that wasn't going to happen. I was going to give it 2 months, But I was
Right?
listening to a podcast there the other day, and the reason they're starting the talks with Putin there and Xi Jinping and Zelensky and that. The way
Yeah.
it sounds is that he's going to try to push for denuclearization
Oh,
because nuclear weapons scare the shit out of Trump. I think he's going to push for to end the war and get a denuclearization treaty signed along with it.
yeah. Now, if I'm understanding this correctly, his denuclear denuclearization treaty, his pact, seems similar to that SALT treaty that was way back, when Reagan was in charge and he was, talking to Gorbachev and all those guys saying, hey, as long as you don't try to shoot at us, we won't shoot at you. And we want to try to reduce the amount of nuclear weapons that you've got in storage, from both countries. it sounds very similar to me. I guess there's a lot more at stake, though. See, back then in the '80s, I guess it wouldn't have really mattered. We would have, wiped each other out, 10 times over. But now it's like it's even more important to establish that rapport and try to, fragile because it would be if they do a pact like that. In my opinion, it would be like a fragile peace, which is okay because we need peace of some kind right now.
Eh,
Because there's still too many people getting wiped out in Ukraine and everything, and well, and the other thing too in the Middle East. So,
yeah, we
you
can
know,
start denuclearizing. That'd be great. We can just denuclearize. That'd be great.
yeah, yeah, denuclearization. Try saying that 5 times fast. I'll let you say it, Dan, on Saturday's stream when we do the watch party for or the review for Star Trek Renegades. Yeah. Anyway, uh, yeah, Phantom says I can't say that once slow. I know, I know.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
So,
Yeah, oh, go ahead, Drew.
now my next question here is, you do, well, what you do, you call them reviews, but they're more the background information, which I think you'd get more views on them if you call it the background information on the episodes there. There,
Yeah,
there. Um, what made you pick like the Grace Maker Hero, the A Team, and that?
well, that's it's kind of a long story. But I will try to go as you know short
Ah,
as
we got
possible.
time. We got time.
Okay, all right. Well, first of all, uh, I really enjoyed Red Dwarf because growing up, as I was growing up in college, I had a buddy of mine. His name was also Scott, but unfortunately, we're not friends anymore because he turned into a neo-German. I don't like saying that N word with the AZI, so sorry, YouTube. But anyway, before he and I no longer were friends, he gave me this whole bunch of. I don't know if. Well, are you old enough to remember VCRs and VHS?
What's a VHS?
Okay, so that answered my
no,
question.
no, I own one. I own one.
Oh, you do own one? Okay, all right. Jesus, don't do that to me, Gorilla. It drives me nuts when you say, "Oh, I don't know what that is." Feel like you jumped out of some cave or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so anyway, back when my ex college buddy of mine, I'll say ex college roomie and I, he gave me this whole bunch of stuff he had recorded off the our local PBS station out there. It was in Tempe, Arizona. It's a Channel 8. It's a KAET Channel 8. It's a really nice station. Does a lot of great PBS material and stuff. So anyway, um, he gave me a whole bunch of VHS tapes, and on them were Red Dwarf. And I said, "Well, what's this? What's this show?" And he says, "Well, it's actually very funny." He says, "I stayed up and purposefully recorded all these episodes from the show, and he says they're really really funny." And I said, okay. Well, luckily I had my own VCR at the time, so I went ahead and played them and rewatched them, and oh man, I couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was one of the best in my own opinion. I figured it was one of the best British sci-fi uh, comedies I'd seen in a really long time. And I mean, I was the kind of guy who grew up, watching Time Bandits and History of the World Part One, which was Mel Brooks, and the other one was Terry Gilliam of Monty Python's Flying Circus. I grew up watching all those things late at night. My mom even said that she thought Monty Python was like blaspheming against God and everything like that because they made fun of the Pope at the time and everything. I said I didn't think of it that way, but Red Dwarf had a lot of subjects and it was in space and it was just funny. And I just said, hey, I think somebody should do a uh, a review of it. And this was last year, like early last year, and I talked to some people that I knew, some friends I know and subscribers, and said, you know what? Red Dwarf's never been done by anybody, even background information. And I said, yeah, I know, and I just wanted to put it out there. So that explains Red Dwarf for me. Now, as far as TOS, you know, I just like presenting it in a different way. Like I said, I realize that IMDb, or the Internet Movie Database, for those who are not quite into the acronyms, um, isn't always the most complete. I know that, but see, that's what I like to do is just go over the information. I tell people that I read the trivia, and so they know it's background information. I read the trivia, I read the goofs, I read the quotes, I read the soundtrack. I even take a look at the uh, the filming and production if it's available. And sometimes if there's a actor or actress I recognize in the group that did the episode, I will mention that person briefly, and I'll just go through the biography of the person real briefly and let them know what they appeared in and everything. And it does help that some of that information is up to date, but of course, as they've always said, IMDb is never complete. It's always incomplete, but that's because there's more people that need to sign in and watch the actual episode I talk about, and then go and then put and make their own decisions. And if they have something they want to add to it, I always say, hey, if you got something to add to our channel discussion when we do the reviews, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. And Booger414 and a few other people have been very good about that, giving me extra information that I wouldn't have known before. So I feel like it's mutually shared. I love I love The Greatest American Hero and A-Team because I grew up with those two series, and to me, they were the two of the best series on television. I mean, you had a guy played by William Cat, Ralph, who's really a reluctant superhero. He gets this suit, he gets instructions, then he loses the instructions in the first episode, but he doesn't get them back again until another time. But then he loses them again, uh, you know, and he learned a few things on his own, but then there was others things he couldn't have learned until he had the book, and he didn't even have the book for that long. I think in the entire series, all 3 seasons, he only had it like twice. That was it. So, and then you got a guy like, um, Robert Culp, who played Bill Maxwell, the FBI agent. Well, he played a similar agent with Bill Cosby in the I Spy original series. So I really like seeing him in that, and so I kind of grew up with that, with watching him, on television series as a little kid. And then the A-Team. Well, there's no describing the A-Team. It's just one of the most perfect 80s series you've ever seen. And in that entire time, I think there was only one guy that died, and he was General Fulbright, who was played by an actor named Jack Yang. And the only reason he died because he was shot in the back in one of their episodes that I haven't described yet, so I don't want to give too much away. But let's just say that was the only death that's ever been recorded. Otherwise, everybody got shot at, but nobody really died. And I like that. I mean, that to me, I know it doesn't make any sense because it's violence, but at the same time, I just didn't mind it that people weren't being shot at. I just thought it was funny, and it added some humor to it. So yeah, good stuff there. That's why I chose
Yeah.
those series. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And hey, Larry, let's catch up on the chat, in it. Holy
Yep.
crap, it took off. He goes,
It
what a
did.
Yahtzee.
Yeah. Yeah. See, there you go.
Hey, girl is just a young whippersnapper, says Boomer.
Eh,
Oh, this is the link to the Star Trek Renegades watch party. All right. And here's
yeah.
Larry saying hi to everybody. Welcome, Larry.
Welcome,
And
welcome, brother Larry.
Cynthia says, you must be one of the first ones to see when VH started coming out. VHS came out in 84, I believe, right?
83, I thought. I thought it came out more in like 83, 84. Yeah, right around that time.
Yeah. If it's 83, that's fucking close enough.
Yeah,
And
it's close. Yeah, it's close enough.
Larry's putting his channel in there to everybody, saying hi to everybody, which is wonderful.
Yeah,
And
it's
pigs in space!
good.
Mommies. Everybody saying,
Yeah, I don't
hey,
know. You know that Sci-Fi Mommy is doing reviews and she's showing watch parties of the Muppet Show. And I
yeah,
asked her if she had a chance yet to show the one with my cousin, who is Vincent Fernier, also known as Alice Cooper. He's my second cousin, blood relative on my father's side of the family. And then I finally got to see the episode. She actually just pulled it up for me, and we watched Alice Cooper's "Welcome to My Nightmare" song and everything with the Muppet Show. And he turned and then there was another one where she showed Vincent, the late Vincent Price, who turned people into vampires. Well, turned the Muppets into vampires. So some
yeah,
funny shit there. Good stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Everybody saying hi, and Hakeem says, I do like the way you review shows. Always learn something new about the show movie. Yeah, the
Thank you, Hakeem.
background. Yeah, it's something different doing the background information instead of just going through the show.
Right. Right.
Which I
Because that
bet you
way
a
you.
lot
Yeah. Sorry. Go
people
ahead.
would love to hear the background information on shows.
Yeah. Of course. Well, you got to understand, Gorilla. I've seen every episode. Not necessarily of Red Dwarf, but I have seen like every episode of TOS. I've seen every episode of The Greatest American Hero, and I've seen every single one episode of the A Team. So I'm coming from some of my own background from what I remember seeing it, and then I'm just taking what, comes available to me on IMDb, and that's how I'm able to give people some extra information. And and Hakeem actually is one of our best supporters. All of you are, but I've seen Hakeem like since day one, since I started out as a neophyte. So as a newbie learning how to stream. That was 2 years ago. This coming April. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Everybody say hi. And Boomer says, I love I Spy.
yes. I
Love
Spy
I
is
Spy.
awesome.
Yeah, I love I Spy when I was a kid. Oops.
Yeah,
Okay, that was
yeah.
the
Now
name thing.
the series, like I said, the series with Cosby and Robert Culp was very good. The movie that brought back with Owen Wilson and Eddie Murphy, not so much. I didn't
All
like
right.
that reboot too much. Yeah.
Yeah. And Boomer says, sit down. Remember arguing with my friends over which format will survive. They all had beta. I had VHS. Well, I can tell you which one survived because I have VHS. I don't even know what the hell a beta is.
Yeah, no. Betamax was not. Yeah, let's just leave it as a dead issue.
Yeah.
Because my dad had Betamax. Christ's sake. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hakeem says the 18 was great, but the remake movie wasn't good.
I have to
Yeah.
say it was okay, Hakeem. I mean, Liam Neeson. Let's be honest. He's not the best representation of George Papard, but I thought he did a decent job. I'll tell you, to be honest, the other than Copley, Shalta Copley, who played Murdoch, and Bradley Cooper, who played Faceman. I think I probably would just get rid of Quentin Jackson. I think they should have, I think they should have taken him out, and I would have loved to have had Mr. T show up, B.A. Baracus. Have him still around, even though he's like an older gentleman and stuff, but I would have loved to have him in that. But he just didn't want to do it. He didn't want to be typecast or stereotype or whatever. And of course, don't forget, you didn't get to see Dirk Benedict as the original face, and Dwight Schultz as the original Murdoch until towards the end of the movie. And those scenes were on the cutting room floor originally, but then when they brought them back on DVD and Blu-ray, they reinstated them. So I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they have them at the end of the movie or towards the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So
And Larry is saying hi to you
hey, Larry.
there. And it was more like 1981. The VCR came out. Okay, it's still
Yeah,
close now.
yeah, close enough.
Everybody saying howdy.
Howdy,
And,
howdy.
and Jim saying tonight he has the remastered sorry apologies. Okay, that's okay. That's at 7 o'clock tonight. Okay, I'm gonna try to make that there.
Yeah.
And Boomer says I like movie trivia.
I do
Yeah.
too. I
All
do
right.
too.
Boomer says the remake should have been more serious. Some with the Scarty Hutch remake. Okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah. And did you ever
And
see that Gorilla, the reboot of Starsky and Hutch? That
I
one
never
had Ben Stiller. Yeah, that one had Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson
I
in it.
never even watched the didn't have even watched the original.
Oh wow. Okay, well we need to get you to start doing watch parties with the original with
All right.
David Soul and Paul Michael Glaser. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And Jay
Hey,
says take him out. And that's true. Mr. T would have made it so much better. All
amen
right.
to that, Gabe.
All right, we're gonna get on to our last two questions. The first
All
one
right,
is these are the two staple questions of the thing.
all
What
right.
do you think would make the world a better place?
Ooh, good question, Gorilla. Uh, what would make the world a better place? You know what? I wish. Well, first of all, I wish people would stop making excuses that we don't have enough money. In reality, the last time I checked, there we do have enough money to not only, I would say 5 times over, we have enough funds to stop world poverty, to stop aggression, to stop uh, infighting, to stop racism, to stop just about anything. And but then people say to you, "But you're throwing money at it." I said, "Well, we've been trying that and it hasn't worked." But that's because I don't think that there's people that actually care. They're just kind of sitting back going, okay, we'll just throw some money at this and see if it goes away and whatever. But it hasn't gone away. It's obvious. Um, yeah, that's a difficult question to answer because really, if you look at it right now, we're actually in a nice you know, well, it's not quiet, but it's a fragile piece. Um, but we have been beating up the for if you believe some of the people that say that global warming's around and we've had all these natural disasters and everything going on. Um, if you believe what they say, then it's like, well, we've been beating up on the earth for too long. Now the earth is beating up on us. Mother Nature's taking her broom and saying, "I'm going to sweep you all under the rug," or you know, yeah. I think it's vital to, well, first of all, okay, if you ask me, like, is there three things I'd love to get rid of right now? Yeah. First thing would be homelessness. There are way too many people on the streets, and I know for some of them it's due to the circumstance when they get laid off. I understand that. For some, they just don't want to work anymore. I get that too, because it's scary. There's very little jobs out there as there is, and very little experience. And number three, I want the education to be I want our education system, because it's not too good here in Canada either, and I know it's not really good in the United States, but I want the entire educational system to be revamped, and I want it to be compatible and comparable with those countries like Japan, like China, like Russia, like all these other countries that do year-round school, and I want us to learn. I want us to be on toe, intellectually. So if that's what you asked, yeah, that'd be like my top three.
All right, and now, and my last question here
Yeah.
is: we're part of a diverse, very large YouTube community.
Mhm.
We all got our own branches we go out to. But we have a few cornerstones here and there.
Yeah.
Where where a lot of us met each other and stuff. There, what do you think would make our YouTube community a better place?
With all the
Or how would
diversity,
you improve? Or how would you improve the YouTube community?
how would I improve it? Well, first of all, I would ask that to do away with most, if not all, of mass media and social media. Social media, it does have its merits to some degree, but my ultimate goal is to make every channel possible, even as diverse as most of them are, just to be at peace with one another, just to be able to get along. Uh, I know it's hard, like outside of the internet. There, I live Suzanne and I live in a community that's as diverse as you could possibly have it. I mean, we have people from all over the globe, basically, in one little big city like this, which is difficult enough to live with because most of them just don't care. They figured, well, it's not my country. I was just able to move here by the grace of, whoever your God is and whoever took care of you. And now I don't have to worry. Now I know this country will take care of me. Well, we should cut back some of that. Yeah, we should cut back some of that charity, but not a lot. I mean, I don't know. Gorilla. I hope I'm answering your question to some degree, but I don't think there's any easy answer to that. I think what you need to do is, excuse me, what I think you need to do to have a better channel is just to be more accepting. Be more accepting of the diverse nature of the people that come into your channel. Like I've got a guy named Sashi. He lives in Malaysia, and that guy is really cool. I mean, but he has a rough life. He lives, he's not necessarily like a rich billionaire or anything like that. So, and there's several other people I could mention, but I just want to kind of keep that to myself. But I mean, they're all in different places and they're all in different situations, different countries. But I feel like if you can bring them into a if you can bring them into your channel, which exudes peace, a peaceful environment, an atmosphere that doesn't prejudge anybody, that doesn't go after anyone, doesn't bully anyone, accepts them as a human being, which is, ultimately we're all human beings, right? I mean, we have different backgrounds, obviously, yes. We have different heritages, yes. We come from different tribes. We come from different people. Yes, we do. Different countries, but in the overall, we're all human beings. And that's all that matters to me is like as long as I can have human beings, people, flesh and blood that can come into our Mikey Sus 4 channel and feel comforted and can, shoot the, I'll just say it. They can shoot the shit for like 2 hours and have some fun and not worry about being pushed out or anything unless they're an internet bot or a thrill seeker wants to come on and start stripping teasing for you. but but other than that, yeah, I just want it to be a good place you can come and enjoy yourselves. So I hope that answers your question.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Thank you. And welcome, Matt Arnold.
Hey, Matt Arnold, how you doing?
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about today, though?
Huh. Um. Yeah. We're planning. Well, one thing we're planning with our channel, hopefully in May, is we're going to examine mysteries. We're going to update on some mysteries like the Loch Ness monster, Bermuda Triangle, haunted houses, different places, haunted hotels, different places like that. Sometime in May, that's what we planned for. Uh, in the meantime, I'm just happy when I get a few people to come and watch the reviews I do Monday through Thursdays, and I'm glad I came up with 1 p.m. as a good set time because I know a lot of people can't really watch, and of course, like I said, we're going to start. Well, we just started doing Star Trek and Star Wars fan films, one every other Saturday at 1 p.m. And those are fun. And I noticed that Jim was doing Star Trek Renegades. I had already seen that like 5 times, so I love that movie. But maybe some other younger people, such as the select panel I have with me, hadn't really seen it, or they did see it, but they just didn't remember most of it. So I just send them copies of it. I download and I copy paste. I send it to their Facebook Messenger, and then they take a look at it, and then we just do a review of it. So yeah. So I mean, it's fun. Do I get too tired sometimes? Yes. I, Gorilla. When you reach my age, you're gonna come to some days where your kids might run you ragged, and you'll be going like, I can't do this. you got to sit down and you got to relax a little bit.
Way
You
ahead of you.
can't kill yourself, right? I mean, you got 2 kids. I know it's rough on you. I understand.
But oh, we had the chat take off here.
Yep. Go ahead and get caught up.
All right. All the TV series remakes was a crap show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boomer says if I was king, I would standardize all debit card machine keyboards. Uh,
How would you standardize that? That's my question. How could you do that?
make them all the same.
Oh,
Standardize the
okay.
figure out, make them all the exact same.
I see. But then you're going to have to start telling everybody to start learning English. There's a lot of people who
Hey,
don't want
hey,
to learn
hey,
our language and vice versa. So,
hey. The guy who has biggest military by larger than 25, the next 25 other countries combined, makes thy rules.
okay. Well, then we should make you president.
Yeah, Jay says we're all the better place. Me as president.
Yeah, right there,
Uh,
Jay.
yeah, there's my brother, and Jay is
Yeah,
laughing. Matt
yeah,
Ronald saying hello to everyone,
yeah.
and Jay is saying howdy there. Everybody's saying howdy. Oh, your mouth, lol. Matt tells me he should run for president, lol.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, Matt, you can be my vice president, says Jay.
Yeah, there you go.
And Matt Arnold says thank you to me because I made him a wrench. And ooh, I love stuff like that. I still believe Nessie is out there.
Oh, he is. I don't know if he's a big, huge ass terror, reptile, some big ass, dinosaur, but he is a pretty large, or she, I should say, Nessie is a pretty large creature. I
Yeah,
mean, I've seen her underwater only for a brief moment. They have these underwater cameras. It's really cool, gorilla. If you go to the website and you check their underwater gorilla. If you check their underwater camera, which is looking over underneath the water just before you reach Castle Urquhart, which is one of the big castles on the side of the lake, and you see what comes up to that camera, you don't think that's a fish? I didn't see a fish. I saw a huge ass creature. I can't really describe it, but I did see something. So
yeah.
that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right. Jay says Matt, you can be in charge of the red button.
Yeah, there
All
you
right,
go.
so I think we'll call it for this 101 because I literally got 15 minutes before the baby mama's gonna be here. So
Oh yeah, baby mama. Okay.
thank you, Jim's Landscape LLC #1 Commodore Protections for coming. He does Star Trek fan films, and he's been reviewing and doing watch parties of the fan films. He's been live streaming. He has his puppy videos, and he has it there. So make sure to check him out. Thank you, Matt Arnold, for coming. He has his 3D printing that he's been doing, and then he also looks like he's gonna be starting up a new live stream there called Matt Chats. So make sure to check him out. Thank you, Jay Aldridge, for coming, and Hakeem for coming. And thank you, Be Yourself Adventures, for coming, also known as Larry. He's been doing watch parties lately. He has his Let's Talk live streams. He likes simulcasting. He's on a lot of other people's channels. So, and he's going to be doing his Route 66 uh, thing going here. He has all kinds of travel videos on his channel. So make sure to check him out there. And scrolling,
Yeah, I
scrolling.
also wanted
Oh,
to remind Larry that when he takes his trip to Chicago, I did ask him, please look up my friend PJ Destin. He's a singer-songwriter. He works as an extra on uh, on some TV shows and movies. Those two could get together. They'd be a pretty good combo, knowing each other, and they could go over movie stories and TV stories and stuff, and actually be able to sing together because he's got such a great voice. So hopefully you'll get to meet brother PJ there, Larry, when you get up there to Chicago.
yeah. So, alrighty. Thank you, the Phantom Boomer Explorers, for coming. You were on 3 watch parties a week. on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays there. And then he puts the trailers for those watch parties on his YouTube channel. So make sure to check out the Phantom Boomer Explorers there. He has
Yeah.
some pretty fun watch parties. And thank you to Alternative World Sorcerer Dan for coming. Now he has a couple watch parties a week. One's I can't remember what the new show is now, top of my head. And then there he has a couple watch parties a week. He does Transformers and he's doing some anime there. Then he also he has like crossover ideas where he presents them with AI artwork. Pretty cool there, so make sure to check him out. Thank you to Ronnie's World for coming. Scrolling. I know Resolute Germ was here.
Yeah, I saw Resolute Germ pop his head in once, I think.
Yeah.
Travel
Thank you.
with Lisa.
Yeah, does she
Yeah.
have a channel?
Yes, she does actually. She has some travel videos where she, of course, she's lives in the UK, so she's been to the Tower of London. She's done some other different, live streams from places she's visited, and she's supposed to come and visit Brother Larry in March, and she promised she would come and visit me and Suzanne in May because she has some family that lives in the Toronto area in what they call the
Yeah.
GTA. So can't wait to see
Yeah.
you, Lisa, there in May this year. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Thank you, Melanie Jean Mayfield, also Robot, for coming there. Thank you, Resolute Jerm, for coming. Now, Jerm, he runs the Saturday morning cartoons there, where and I'm not sure what this where his cartoon is, but make sure to check him out. It's a lot of fun. I've been introduced to a lot of new cartoons I'd never even heard of. And let's see, thank you to the Trusty Ape for coming. You want to promote him there while I'm scrolling?
Yeah,
There,
certainly.
Mikey?
Yes, yeah. Trusty Ape is also known as Kevin. He's a fellow brother and friend of mine from the Bay Area and currently still lives there. He does a lot of videos about philosophical things, uh, such as, where's God's purpose in politics and where is his purpose in other things. I think that Trusty Ape does have a very good philosophical channel. So I would say please go to his channel and subscribe to him if you would like to discuss more philosophical uh, things about life and in general. And he has some good content there. So please check him out. He's also available on Facebook under Kevin. But you should ask him first what his full name is so you can keep in touch with him. And if you want to if you want to have him come up with streams, he does join other people's streams if asked. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you. Yeah, thank you, everybody here. Man, I was pressing the red button. Oops, boom. No, the red button, you hit the red button and someone brings you a Diet Coke. Wrong, he pressed the wrong red button there, Jay. He pressed the
Yeah,
wrong
I think he
one.
just did.
Shut up, Jay. Shut up, Jay. Shut up, Jay.
Okay,
So we talked about, yeah, and we pretty much talked about all the stuff we were doing on your channel there. As for me, there, uh, I'll be back after a little bit here. It's gonna be very short. I might even just do a recording here. They finally released the names of the plows there, but I can't remember what I submitted.
oh yeah, the plows that you gave us. Did the one that we chose win, or do you
No,
know
no, they
yet?
released there's 7,500 entries, and they got the 50 finalists to pick for 8.
Ooh, and you remember which one we asked for, didn't you?
No,
Oh, okay.
it might have been
Which one
Snow
would?
Country for Old Men.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, there was something we said that you said, "Oh yeah, that should be in there," and you put it in there. I know you put the entry in, and I
Was
thought
it
maybe you'd
Edward?
recognize it as soon as you saw it.
No, it wasn't Edward Blizzard Hands. I'm gonna have to go back on that. But
Yeah,
anyhow,
okay, yeah,
yeah. But anyhow, tomorrow we'll have the fourth Purge movie. Then
yeah,
Friday we'll have the Waltons episode. I'll make sure to watch the right one this time.
yeah.
Then on Sunday, we'll be doing the final Revenge of the Nerds movies before we
Nerds
move
and
on to
love.
the Angel Studios movies. And
After
then
that,
next Tuesday will be the Scar Lounge. So that you guys have a good night and remember to be a gorilla. And where the
Yeah.
hell is my step?
Yeah.
No, 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 I don't want.
Thanks to you, we climb so high, together reaching for the sky. With every voice and every sound, with the gorillas, hear us pound. So raise your hands and feel the vibe. To every listener, you are tried.